welcome to the Bullet Hole Podcast. And I'm outnumbered today by these two lovely ladies, if I can get it out of my mouth, and their Kind bars. They brought Kind bars. Man.
Treats.
Rhonda and Nancy, if you've been around the range, maybe you've probably seen Nancy at the front desk taking your money. So,
I like to take money.
yeah, you can actually move up just a little bit, and don't be afraid of the fuzzy thing there. So,
I'm not.
it's but they are gonna we're gonna have just a little conversation about their experience, their story, and stories, I should say, and we're gonna do it in 2 episodes. So hang on for the second one, okay? But first of all, when did y'all start shooting? I mean, in your life?
I started shooting probably in my late teens.
Okay.
I grew up in Minnesota, and
I never knew that.
you didn't.
Oh,
Minnesota.
so did
And
you ever shoot a moose?
I did not ever shoot a moose. I've seen lots of moose.
Hmm.
But my dad was an avid fisherman,
Hmm.
not so much a hunter, which is kind of odd for up there. But I had a old boyfriend at the time that I started hunting with, and I just kind of got the rush of adrenaline when I shot my first pheasant, and
Oh wow.
that's where it all started.
So you started out with a shotgun then?
I did.
What gauge?
It was
Do
a
you remember?
20 gauge
Oh,
old
what?
Spanish side by side
Yeah.
double barrel.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then the lake in the what 10,000 lakes.
Land of
That's
10,000
what it is.
lakes.
Yes.
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 You're correct.
I love Duluth. I've been
Oh,
up to Duluth
my-
and Two
that's where
Harbors.
my mom is from. My mom and dad met in Duluth.
Is
Yeah.
that right? Wow.
Yeah. How about
Yeah.
that?
And Two Harbors and we almost went up to International Falls. We didn't go up there, but
Yeah.
stayed in Duluth and for almost 2 weeks at one point in
It's a
time.
beautiful
So
city.
I love it.
Yeah.
Loved it. In the early fall. Now in the wintertime,
Yeah.
no,
Not so
I
much.
think I'll take a pass. When did you start shooting, Rhonda?
Okay, so my story's a little different. I'm a Midwest girl,
Yeah.
and I shot in a field one time, but I don't even know what I was shooting at the time, so I don't think that really counts very much.
Yeah.
But recently, I have come to the bullet hole, taken some class so I could be educated first,
Good.
because I know that it's a powerful weapon, and I wanted to um, learn how to use it a little bit better. So I've shot several different guns here because they rent guns, so you can try different
Yes.
kinds. And then after my first class, which was the intro class that was on a Saturday for the afternoon, then my daughter and I came back and did a 2-hour class with Greg,
Awesome.
which was really great to layer it in that way.
Yeah.
Because you can go out and you can shoot, and then the next time that we had the class with Greg, I was like, okay, so all the guys were so kind in the class, and they'd load my gun and help me with all the moving parts. But I'm like, that doesn't really help me if we need to be able to use a gun. So in Greg's class, I love it because he teaches you all about the parts of the gun and the way that he says, now you do it. So then the instruction really helped us a lot to feel a lot more confident when we went down to the shooting range after the class and we all got to shoot. We also loaded our bullets, which I had not really done on my own before.
Good.
So it's kind of it's very nice when men are gentlemen and help you out, but there are times that it's good to just know what you're doing
Yeah.
and take control of it and feel confident in it, and that's what we're working towards.
In Greg's class is the basic handgun 101, or basic
Mhm.
handgun gun handling and safety at 101. I have to remember his class because he teaches 2 of them, and so he also teaches a gun cleaning class. In fact,
Okay.
he's teaching one today that while we're recording this on a Tuesday. He teaches every Tuesday.
Yep.
That class. So Greg Langner's our gunsmith, for those of you who don't know. So does a fantastic job.
It's awesome. He's amazing.
Did you go through some classes too, maybe?
I have gone through a couple basic. I've done the basic handgun a couple times, and I have done concealed carry.
Awesome.
So now I need to move on to a little more advanced.
Sure. Did you
issues.
now? Do you have your license, or have you just?
I have my concealed carry.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Have you? Are you still working through
I'm,
that
I'm,
one?
I'm I'm still the baby.
No, it's okay. My
I'm going to work
wife.
my way to it.
Yeah, my wife took it. It took a while, and it was of she had to work through the process of because she's kind of a committal person. So if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it. And so it was a thing. I'm going to carry a gun, and so I had to wait, a little while, and she finally came to that time where she's like, okay, I made the decision. So we went to the class, together, and then it took her, oh my, it was probably, and this is nothing bad on her, but 2 years maybe after that, before she actually carried, because she had to work through a process, of, like you said, I mean, it's a powerful weapon, and I could hurt somebody seriously, and even kill them.
And not mean what I've learned in the classes is you really do need to know and have instruction on how to handle a gun, because if you don't know if the safety's off, if there's a bullet in the chamber and different things like that, what does that look like when you pick up a gun? You don't ever know if it's loaded or
That's right.
not loaded, and so the wisdom behind all of that, I feel like you have got to educate yourself in what's going on, and when you have them in your home,
Yeah.
you also need to know.
I mean, we tell everybody that every gun is a loaded gun,
That's right.
and
I never knew that.
Yeah, so many times I've been in the gun industry for over a decade, and so many times they'll come in a shop like this, and you probably experienced it, and they'll tell you, I mean, a magazine will be out, and a person will tell you, oh, it's unloaded.
You want to make
Well,
sure.
and the chamber's closed, and then you rack it, and there goes the round
It
on the
pops out.
floor. Oh, it was unloaded, huh?
Yep, had that happen.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I've even seen instances in our family. My dad, it happened to my dad years and years and years ago. He was cleaning a gun, and a little 22, and had the magazine out, and it was unloaded.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, he shot a hole through the floor.
Well, good thing it was pointing
And,
down.
no, up. He
Oh,
was downstairs and
Oh.
shot a hole through the floor. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and this has been long time ago.
Very
Well,
common.
yeah, he, from that day forward, I don't even know if I might not even been born yet at the time that happened, or I was very little. Well, when I started doing stuff with guns, that was a big deal. We never dry fired a gun in the house, checking it, and so it was a good thing. But just to kind of move on. So I mean, what kind of drove y'all? Guns are not necessarily fashion accessories or anything like that. I guess for some people it could be. Some guys, I wonder if they are. You
Could
know what
be.
I mean? If you look at their 1911s and or their Glocks that they've got all Gucci'd up, you're like, do you shoot that thing or just put it on display in your house? Um, but what kind of drove y'all to say, hey, I'm interested in this?
I've always, ever since I shot my first shotgun, I've always
Yeah.
been interested in, every kind of gun.
Mhm.
My husband is not a gun person. So I'm the one that now has started teaching my stepson, who
Yeah.
loves it. It's more become a sport for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just a means of self-protection, but I enjoy it. I enjoy doing it with other people. I enjoy introducing new people to it. There's 3 ladies at the range right now that came in right before
okay.
I came over here, and they come in every Tuesday, and they brought a friend with them today, and I'm like,
Wow.
it's exciting that we see more and more women coming in and other women bringing people in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what kind of drove your, in like interest or?
Well, right now, I think there's so much talk out there that there's people that are like me, really new to handling guns, and when I shoot it, I'm pretty good. I'm very accurate. So I guess you don't want to mess
Good.
with me.
That's good.
The first time I
Yeah.
ever shot a gun at the target, everyone in the family had been shooting a gun, and I go, well, let me see how to do this. And I was the first one to shoot the bullseye, right?
Okay.
My first shot. And I just thought,
There
well,
you go.
I'm happy with this.
Yeah.
So, but what I'm finding though is educating yourself and then practicing. It's like anything else. If you want to be good at it, you have to be able to practice, get more comfortable with it. And I think the more comfortable I am getting with it as I shoot, it gives me a lot more confidence. And now I'm starting to actually enjoy the process of when I get out there, what goals am I setting for myself? What am I trying to do
Very
with
good.
this time? And, I
Yeah.
mean, that's just the way, I learn. So, and bringing friends. And I have lots of
Yeah.
clients that ask me a lot of questions now about shooting, and because they know that Elena and I are doing this together. Elena loves it. She's going to be 22, and she takes to it really well, kind of like
Yeah.
Nancy. And
good.
so, but I think there's more talk about it, and I think the more there's talk about it, it's encouraging other women that have never even thought about ever picking
Yeah.
up a gun to educate themselves in it and practice as well.
Yeah. That segues into, hey, check out all of our, if you go to our website, down on the very bottom, you can check out all of our classes. Just click on the button. It'll take you to a whole calendar of classes, or follow us on Facebook. Check out our events. We've got ladies only classes that are taught by, by Brian Holmes. Susie does some as well, and then there's just all kinds of classes. I mean, we got from the very beginner to now advanced pistol, and some rifle classes coming up with Brian. But Wednesdays, that's what I wanted to segue into. Wednesdays, what's special about Wednesdays for the lady members?
Lady members shoot free all day Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Bring friends too.
bring friends.
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right, we'll close out this segment, and then next segment I want to delve into some other things. Actually, next episode is y'all are gonna see it and hear it. But again, so happy to have Nancy and Rhonda here with us, and so listen to this episode, but also hang on for the next one too. Okay, we'll be back.